several knives. There's some new weapons. There's a mace, but there's a new version of maybe that coming. I don't know. I like all the weapons, obviously.
We're here with The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon at Comic-Con. We have Daryl himself, Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, Scott M. Gimple, the Chief Content Officer of The Walking Dead universe, and David Zabel, showrunner and EP. Thank you guys so much for being here. I got to ask, Norman, the sword, is that a new prop for Comic-Con?
This is Game of Thrones, right? I stole it from the last interview.
Who was the last interview with?
I don't remember.
EW, right?
TV guy.
TV guy.
Maybe season 4, Daryl might have a new weapon to kill some walkers with.
Yeah, I think I've used the sword before. I've used everything, I mean, from a stapler to a rocket launcher. So, yeah, maybe.
Good new prop. I want to see that in season 4. We'll make it happen.
Make it work.
This
I'm
October.
just kidding about the stapler, though. That didn't.
We got 15 years of The Walking Dead this October. I would love to know just what does this landmark mean to you guys to be here at Comic-Con this year for 15 years?
It's a big deal just to be,
It's
to be
amazing.
here any year. 15 years is a very long time. Norman was talking about it yesterday. We talked about it a lot yesterday, how we've just been, it was television, then it's streaming, then it's all these different devices that you stream on, and surviving all of these different platforms and incredible amount of content to still be competing with some of that content, and people still seek us out and find it, and that's kind of amazing. And to fill the hall, as you say.
Yeah, I mean,
Hall H.
14 years of filling Hall H every time is kind of amazing. But we would film the show in Georgia in the beginning. Now we're way over in Spain, but it's nice to come back and get the fan love, and it kind of energizes you to go forward, you know. So it's a nice feeling.
It's funny that Melissa's surviving. That's what we did. We
Yeah,
survived
surviving.
these 15 years. And because of the audience, because of the fans, they dig it so much. But a show that lasts 15 years, or a universe that lasts 15 years, it's insane. It's amazing that we got here.
Any differences between stateside fans and international fans?
I mean, sort of. Spanish people are very passionate. They're, it's wild for us to go to a place like France or Spain, and there's such a big, rabid following so far from home. So it's nice to feel that. The difference in the fans, I don't know. They're
Getting excited over there, knowing that their home place is a
Being
big character
portrayed,
in these 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's a huge thing for the local people, and especially the cast and crew that we have from Spain, to know like they're getting to make their own version of this great iconic franchise, So you can feel like there's real excitement that like we get to do our own Walking Dead with these great iconic characters as a mainstay of it, but around them is the Spanish Walking Dead, or the first 2 seasons the French Walking Dead, And I think that creates a whole different kind of enthusiasm.
Was Spain always on the list of places that you guys wanted to take the franchise?
We got the ball rolling to France, and then David took the ball and ran with it. And the shows in and of itself, they reinvent themselves every season, or back in the day we had 16 episodes every 8 episodes. David reinvented the show, bringing it to Spain.
Yeah, I mean, it was very exciting when I came on, and France was already on the table talking about doing it in France. But part of it was just narrative. It felt like the characters wanted to keep moving, and the story wanted to be a struggle to sort of get somewhere, to get back home. So it made sense to keep moving. And then it also was great for us creatively just to go like, great, we do a full story over 2 seasons in France, and then we keep moving forward. We go through England, we end up in Spain, and we get to sort of constantly discover new stuff, new people, new cultures, new history, new geography.
And the approach of really, I mean, the way that all three of these executive producers have embraced, they tell stories of the place. They aren't telling American stories there. They're telling stories of France, of Spain, and it's been incredible.
So we know where you guys are at physically, but where are Daryl and Carol at mentally, story-wise this season?
Yeah, well, France, Daryl left. He kind of left a bit of his heart in France, and so when he reunites with Carol, and they head to Spain, he's kind of in a place where, which is a storyline that's introduced as they come through the tunnel, is that we're always running, we're always fighting. There's a better way to live, the clock is always ticking, and we've seen how the world is on the other side of the ocean. Maybe we're doing it wrong. Like maybe the idea is to stop fighting everybody, and we keep getting sucked into other people's battles as we're trying to get home. So it's kind of a running theme that lasts through season 3 and into season 4.
I think with Carol, coming face to face with something that's held her back, she feels like she's letting go of something very important to her to sort of evolve and open up to the newness of things, ironically.
Yesterday we also found out, so one more season after this. When was the idea kind of in your mind that there'd be one more season, kind of end with 4 seasons, the whole show?
Well, it was an ongoing conversation that went over a period of some months probably. We were always planning on this sort of 2-season story in Spain, just like we did a 2-season story in France. So there was a sort of wholeness to it from the beginning in terms of the design. And we get to do 15 episodes in Spain, which is super exciting for us. We did 12 in France, but now we did 7 in season 3, and we'll do 8 more in season 4. So there was always a sense of wholeness, and the conversation just led to a place where the feeling was that might be a very nice closure for this particular part of the Daryl and Carol story, this European adventure, as it were, that we've done 2 sort of fully closed seasons in France, and then we do two seasons in Spain. That is a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and that might be a good place to end this part of their story.
And I know yesterday at the panel you touched on, this isn't the end of the Daryl and Carol story. Is there open-ended, ending after season 4? Or is there any other ideas that you guys still want to explore, with your 2 characters?
I mean, yes. The answer is yes. But season 3 is coming up.
That's what I was
September
gonna say.
7th. And yeah.
There's a whole season to see and then a whole season to shoot and get through and craft and
Yeah.
form.
And we haven't finished writing season 4, but really we're focused on, right now we're still, delivering season 3, which is really exciting, and ruminating on season 4. But season 3 really reinvents the show. So it's it's great for the fans who are already watching Daryl Dixon, and for anyone who fell away or, dropped out at some point over these 15 years. It's actually a great time to come back in and check it out again. You could come in to the beginning of season 3 without even seeing seasons 1 and 2, and you wouldn't feel like you couldn't follow the story. Like, it's a great time to sort of re-find old fans and to find new fans, who maybe are younger and never checked out The Walking Dead at all. So that's part of the greatness of this season for us, is like it's a real reinvention and a new start.
And the reinvention, the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead were very Western inflected, very John Ford, very classic American Westerns. This takes it into spaghetti Westerns. And
So we shot in some of the same places where Sergio Leone shot, like Man with No Name movies, or the Clint Eastwood movies, some of those others. And we definitely let that inflect the storytelling that we're doing. And in case of, the whole story is inflected by that. And there's in a particular episode that's really a straight up, our best version of, if Sergio Leone did an episode of The Walking Dead, this is what it would be. It's a spaghetti Western told within the genre of the Walking Dead universe.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
yeah, it's like the spaghetti is intestines.
I wanted to ask about the trailer that we saw yesterday. Norman, there's a pretty crazy shot of you with a chain whipping it and I think decapitating a walker.
Oh,
What was that? I guess, the kind of weapons you used this season, any kind of action sequences that were particularly challenging or tough for you this season?
So looking for a rudder.
that was with an anchor.
Yeah,
Actually,
that was spontaneous, improvised weapon.
It was an improvised weapon. There's a lot of good weapons. There's a knife called a faca. Is that right?
Faca.
Faca.
Yeah. There's
right?
a Navaja.
Which is like a giant switchblade, but it's we're using sort of medieval real weapons that come from the places that we're visiting. So there's that. There's sort of a sawed-off shotgun.
It's called a Norinco.
Norinco, which is when you see me on the bike and I'm flipping it around. There's that.
There's a Winchester, good old-fashioned Western Winchester.
Yep, there's that, which I really like because you feel sort of like Clint Eastwood with that thing. Several knives. There's some new weapons. There's a mace, but there's a new version of maybe that coming. I don't know. I like all the weapons, obviously. Yeah, I just like playing with all of them. Yeah, and we have a really good weapons department that takes medieval weapons and sort of modifies them in certain ways. There's a lot of bad guys with really cool weapons as well. So yeah, there's a lot of weapons.
I'm going to have to look a lot of those up to make sure they're real.
Yeah, I mean,
The Navaja is cool because it's like a curvy knife.
Yeah,
Right? It's like a curved blade.
The picture on the building of the now is that one?
I'm not sure if
That's
that's
a
the
version
Navaja.
of something
that's-
like that.
The Navaja that he uses more commonly it has more than one wave in
Yes.
it. It has so it's very cool.
It's very Sinbad-y looking.
We're talking Ray Harryhausen, not like the comedian.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Sinbad.
comedian Scott.
I'm just making sure.
No, there's a bunch of cool ones.
You got Leone, you got Sinbad, kind of everyone's coming
Yeah,
together.
Yeah.
everyone's represented in season 3.
Yeah, and a bunch
But
of good
not the
actors.
comedian.
Yeah.
I want to ask to the motorcycle scene in the trailer, I think with the sawed-off shotgun. How many takes, did that take? Where did that one shoot? It looks like a big open desert area.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where was that? Sepulveda?
No, that was near Zaragoza.
Zaragoza.
Outside Zaragoza, which is a town sort of central northern Spain.
Yeah, that was- we have a-
between Madrid and Barcelona, kind of.
Yeah, we have a really good stunt crew. We brought the stunt crew from France with us to Spain, and a lot of those mean-looking dudes on bikes, they're really good stunt guys that have worked with us for a long time. So the shotgun is you end up with very blistery, bloody fingers after a day of that, but it looks cool, so we go for it.
And then finally, 15 years in, how is it still fresh, after
Very.
so many seasons?
It's very fresh. Like David was saying, that you could start at season 3. Every place we go with the new cast of characters and the new location, it feels like we're reinventing. So everything to us feels new again, which is sort of the draw for us to play these characters. Like it's never dull, it's never boring. It's all fresh and new, and there's a large excitement in the room while we're filming because the scripts are new. Everything has a fresh feeling to it.
And we have a great combination on the cast and crew of people who've been doing this a long time who are really good at it, like these 3 people up here with me, and then other people like me and people that I brought along who are more new to the universe. So it's a great combination of sort of knowing how it's done and how it's done well, but also a sort of enthusiasm and a feeling of vitality to it. Because to me, I'm like, I didn't spend 15 years writing these kinds of stories, so I came in like, cool, let's go. And so it makes for a really good combination of experience and enthusiasm.
And I mean, of all the Walking Dead shows, this has to be the freshest. This is, completely different from any of the other shows. We haven't done any shows like this. And then for this show to be in France, and then to be even fresher going into Spain, like this is the freshest Walking Dead that you can possess.
So fresh and so clean.
It's so fresh.
It's so fresh.
And so
it
clean.
It just opens opportunities for all kinds of new, fresh, different things. A new language. We have to speak a different language. That's new and fresh. Meet new people.
Yeah.
And just the places that this show goes. I mean, it takes your breath away. I mean, France was full of locations that, people were like, the production values. And it was France, you know what I mean? Like, we weren't building
Right.
those ruins. And now Spain tops it.
Yeah, and we don't fake anything. Like when we say we're in a place, that's where we are, and that plays into sort of the feeling of authenticity and the scope of the film, really.
They went to a haunted town, a town that was literally haunted.
It was where the Spanish Civil War was. So our crew was a little freaked out to be there. It had
Franco bombed this town
Yeah.
back during the Spanish Civil War in the 30s, and it was abandoned long ago, but has sat there in the middle of the desert.
you could feel it. Yeah, it was real.
That sounds like a great tagline. A real haunted house for this
Yeah,
haunted.
it was. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you
Real
guys so
haunted
much. I
town.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for keeping the
Thank you.
sword sheathed too the whole time.
Yeah, I turn everything into a
Like,
fidget
yeah.
spinner. I just can't help it.